What if I told you that you've been juicing limes incorrectly? Well, your entire life. Stay tuned to see what you've been doing wrong and the best way to get every ounce of juice from a lime. I bet when you need lime juice, you just grab a lime, roll it around on a table before cutting it in half, and then using a juicer, but don't do that. With my process, not only are you going to get between 6 and 8 times as much juice from your lime juice, it's going to taste better, have a stronger lime flavor, and last for about 2 weeks in the fridge. When you just cut open a lime and squeeze it with one of these, you have maybe 2 hours before the flavor starts to go away and you need to throw the juice out. So here you can see I have 8 limes. I'm going to use 4. Do the traditional way, and I'm going to use these 4. And I'm going to do my process on those. So the first thing you want to do is you want to wash these. I've already washed these. The reason is there is a wax that the growers put on these so they don't oxidize on the store shelf. They last quite a bit longer on the store shelf this way. So you're going to need a few things. You're going to need a way to peel these. I'm going to use a microplane, but you could use a peeler. You just want to use something that's not going to get into the pith too much and only get the brine off. And the only other things you're going to need is some water, some citric acid, and some malic acid if you can't find these at your local store. Leave a link below to these, available on Amazon. These are the best prices I could find for these per ounce at Amazon. So we're just going to get a clean bowl, and we're going to just zest all the... Now if you don't have a zester, you can choose a standard old carrot peeler. What you want to do, though, you want to make sure you get really shallow cuts. Not much white on there at all, so that's what you want. Just continue that process. Now that we've zested all 4 of our limes, I'm going to add 22 grams of citric acid, 4 grams of malic acid. Give this a quick stir, get all the zest coated with the acid. Okay, I'm going to cover this and let it sit for 1 hour, and I'll bring you back whenever we're ready to move on to the next step. In the meantime, even though I'm going to juice these the normal way, I'm going to go ahead and get the zest off of those also. So when I bring you back, those will also have the zest removed, just so I can do the full process with those also and not waste half of it. See you in an hour. Okay, it's been 1 hour. You can see here I have the peels that I did on camera, and these are the other ones I did off camera. So what I'm going to do now is take 500 milliliters of some filtered water, add that to my bowl, and we're going to blend this up. I was going to use my Ninja blender, but for reasons I'm not going to use that today. I'm going to use a immersion blender. So just start this on low. And I'll bring you back when this is all blended up. Okay, as you can see here, I did have to switch over to the Ninja blender. The other was just making a huge mess. Okay, now what you want to do is, from the traditional way, just take your limes, cut them in half, and then just get the juice out of them the normal, however you normally would. Just easier to clean. I'm just going to use this thing here. You just put your citrus down, give it a twist. I just feel like it extracts more juice out than the clamp style does. And I'm not worried about pulp getting in, because I'm going to strain this in just a second. I'm just going to dump all this in. I'm going to just dump the pulp in this, because like I said, we're going to strain it anyway. For this one, I'm going to use an 800 ml mason jar, a funnel, and a strainer and just dump all this in. That's about all I care to get out of here. And my final measurement on this is, came up to about the 700 milliliter mark. So now I'm just going to go ahead and juice the other 4 limes the normal way, and we'll see how much we get out of that. Then I have another mason jar. And that came to right about the 200 mil, so I got a little. It's a little bit closer than I thought it would be, but still same amount of lime for that much more. I think you can see the difference and why I do this. This works with other citrus too. I do it with lemons, just not very often. I don't use a lot of lemon juice. This is great if you're making drinks. I use it to make rice. I use it for my guacamole, all sorts of dishes. Okay, so let's go ahead and just give this a quick taste test between the two. Let's just try the pure first. Yep, that is just pure lime juice. A little bit more sour than lime juice because we added all the extra acid. It's kind of what you'd expect. Maybe a little less sweet. I wouldn't recommend adding sugar to it, because if you keep it room temperature, that'll actually start fermenting in there, and well, that wouldn't be too tasty. If you enjoyed this video, or you're new here, go ahead and subscribe down below. Comment, like, all that good stuff, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.